Have you ever wondered how your favorite YouTubers and influencers are creating these moving backgrounds, also known as animated motion background, where you have these different things going on in the background and you can put text overlays on top of this? Well, this is really simple, but I wanted to make it even more simple by just using CapCut. Yes, you heard it right. I'm not gonna use After Effects. I'm not gonna use some complicated software. I'll simply use CapCut and create a motion background. Hopefully you guys are excited. Let's just dive right into it. All right, so for those of you first comers to my channel, welcome. Hi, my name is Fozil. I'm a professional video editor. I've been working as a video editor for the last 5 years, I would say, professionally, but I have been on YouTube for the last 7 years. And in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to exactly make moving backgrounds, also known as motion backgrounds. So let's go ahead and hop onto my computer. All right, as you guys can see, we have a couple of examples over here. These specifically have become quite popular in the last couple of months, I would say. A lot of Instagrammers, a lot of YouTubers are using animations like this in the background with the text overlays. Also, this one is really popular. I'm sure you have seen this, as well as this. It's a simple thing to recreate 4 different pictures, just looping over and over again. But specifically, I'm gonna show you guys how to do this simply like this right there, as you guys can see. If I open up my CapCut, and then we're gonna click on New Project right there, as you guys can see. Once we've created a new project, I'm gonna be using, to make this thing simple, only 2 different assets, basically. These are not even assets, just black and white rectangle. So if we come over here, we have this black rectangle and then white rectangle. You can easily look this up on Google, or if you want to download, I'm going to leave a link to these 2 different assets, black and white rectangles. Once we have these 2 different assets, what we're going to do is we're going to first drop the black rectangle and then go to ratio, customize this to be 3840 by 2160, so that's 4K, really good resolution, and we can rename this to be motion background number 1. Once you've done that, we're going to resize this to fit the entire screen, as you guys can see. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to drag and drop the white rectangle, and for this we're going to make this smaller right there, as you guys can see. If you want to make things simple, you can also use just a white circle if you have it. With the white rectangle, we can just mask it. You're going to go to mask right here and then click on this circle, and then it's going to create this mask. Once you've done that, you're going to go back to basic, and then using the basic right here, you can just scale this, make it bigger, smaller. We're going to leave it somewhere in 8% and then move it to the top left corner, and then we're going to copy using Control C or Command C if you're on Mac. If you're on Windows, it's Control C, and then copy and paste and copy and paste. So 3 times we copy and paste, and then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna move it just like this. Make sure it's on the same Y line. For me, I'm gonna make it 1700, and this one also 1700, and this one I'm gonna move it to the middle and drop it just like so, and then I'm gonna make this X 3000, and then this one 3300. If you can rearrange this that way, top right or top left one should be on the top, and then the next one should be the top right, and then on the bottom is the middle one over here. So once we have these 3 dots aligned, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off from the top left one over here, and then we're gonna click on this keyframe first thing, and then we're gonna move our right arrow and click 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Essentially 3 frames we have to move it, and then we're gonna rearrange this to negative 3500. So that way it's moving to the left, and then we're gonna move it again 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Bring this back to the original location, which was 3300. You're gonna repeat the same process, so that way it's a loop. 1, 2, 3. 3500. 1, 2, 3. 3300. 1, 2, 3. 3500, 1, 2, 3, 3300, 1, 2, 3, 3500, 1, 2, 3, 3300. You guys get the idea. Boom. And then you're gonna do 1 keyframe and then trim it just like so. You can trim all of this as well by Control B and then delete. Control B and delete. And now we're gonna repeat this for the second one. Dot on the right side. We're gonna click on this one, the middle one, and then click on the keyframe and then move it 3 times to the right. 1, 2, 3, and then move this to the right side. In order to move this to the right side, we need to basically decrease this to 2450, just like this, and then just copy this so that way it's easier. 1, 2, 3. And then you're gonna bring this back to 2650. 1, 2, 3, and then paste that 2450 negative, and then 1, 2, 3, 2650, 1, 2, 3, 2450, 1, 2, 3. Just the same process, guys. You're gonna repeat this. 1, 2, 3, 2450. You guys get the idea. I know it might seem complicated, but trust me, it's not complicated. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bring this back to original location, and boom, you're all set to go. So now we're gonna do the bottom one. How I want to animate this is that basically when these 2 dots on the top opens up, I want the middle one to come up, if you guys know what I mean. 1, 2, 3, right there, it opened up. I'm gonna click on the, don't forget to click on the keyframe, because I've done that many times where I forgot to click the keyframe in the first place, and then all the work you do, it just goes to waste. Click on the third one, and then click on keyframe. right there, and then move it 3 times to the right. 1, 2, 3. As you guys saw, these 2 dots opened up. We're gonna bring this up to 1600. You can also again do it with the cursor right there. 1, 2, 3. Bring this back to 1400. 1, 2, 3. Paste that. 1, 2, 3. 1400. And then last but not least, bring it back to original location. So now that we have these 3 different keyframes over here, if I play this, it's way too fast. What we're gonna do is we're gonna select all of them just like this, and then right click and then create a compound clip. Once we have a compound clip, we're gonna click on this clip, go to speed, and make this about 7 seconds, just like this. And then also increase your rectangle, so that's 7 seconds. Right there, as you guys can see, we have this nice little animation. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy the same clip that we just compounded, and then paste it on top. And then this one, we're gonna move it to the bottom, just like so. And then copy, Control C, or Command C, and then Command V, paste it right there. And then we're gonna take this, drag and drop, one more time, just like this. Just repeat this, that way we have a full line. Once you've done that, the next thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy all of these compounds, copy, and then paste it. And then now we're gonna move it to the right side, just like this. And then copy again, Command C, copy V, and now we can move this again. You guys see this CapCut even helps you to make it aligned by giving you these lines right there, and then repeat this. Boom, just like that, we have 5 different lines. And now, in order to give this a nice little effect, we're gonna go to this effects, and then go to video effects, scroll down to glitch, and then we're gonna use specifically the color glitch, and then just paste it over here, and then extend this to all the way until the end. And then this intensity is too much. I'm gonna a little bit take it away from the strength, and then the speed, I'm gonna slow it down 20 right there. Now, if you guys take a look, we have this nice little animation in the background. You guys get the idea. Now, we're gonna go ahead and export this. Go ahead and go to File, Export. Make sure you have the title, Motion Background, and then make sure the export to location is desktop, and then export this. If your file is not exporting, then what you need to do is just reduce this to 1080p, just because that there's a lot of keyframes, a lot of animation going on, just to make it faster. Just give it a few seconds, it's gonna export it. Even though it's a 7-second clip, there is a lot of, again, the keyframes, a lot of animation going on. It just needs some time to process it, depending on your processing speed of your computer. Alrighty, after about 3 minutes of exporting, it is almost at 100% right there, 97, 98, 99, and there you go. Once it is exported, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and delete all of these files, get rid of it, and then import that motion background number 1 we just exported. Right there, as you guys can see, we just exported this. So now it's nice and neat in one clip. What we're gonna do is we're gonna decrease the opacity a little bit to about 70%, and then we're gonna give it a filter. Over here, we're gonna go to filters. What I like to use is this nice little worm or golden worm right there, just to give it that little bit of yellowish feel instead of being a white, and we can decrease the strength to about 70%. Once we have done that, we're gonna go to text template, and then we're gonna use this specific one right there, and then obviously stretch both of them until the end, and then we can zoom this in to make it like that. Right there, we have this nice little animation moving background over here at the end. Make it even more cinematic, or a lot more better, we can add a little bit of blur just like this. You guys can see, you can play around with this. Obviously, you can decrease the strength, increase the strength, depending on what you are trying to achieve. Right there, as you guys can see, we have this nice little moving animation. You can even add a lot of other different effects just to make it moving. As you guys can see, we have that, what is it called, rebound swing. It's basically swinging in the background. And if you're wondering how can I make this motion background even longer, it's very easy. You're just gonna copy both of this, paste like so, paste it again. If you want 20 seconds, if you want 30 seconds, you're just gonna repeat the same process just like so. That way you have a long moving background right there.